live, they kicked me off. I just did I just streamed on Twitch and my sound was horrible. Okay? So if you on here from Twitch, if you check out this video from Twitch, I apologize. I apologize. And I will do better. I don't know what happened in that situation. Why does it look like this? It looks like, hold on, because it looked like my camera is like, where is the camera at, first of all? Let me wipe that thing off. It look a little bit better. It do. All right, we about to get into a reading. It is the first, well, it ain't the first, but shit, whatever. It's the beginning of a, what is it? Okay, whatever. Let's do a reading. Why are these cards backwards? Why are they backwards? I'm hearing, why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? So someone could want to be your friend. All right. If you do get on Twitch and check out that reading on Twitch, definitely put on some earphones or hook up the speaker or something. It's a good reading. It's about love. However, the sound was really horrible. I will be back on Twitch later on tonight. I plan on it. Going back later on tonight because I just feel like, you know, no. Gots to do better. Gots to do better. Anyway. I seen so many dreams in the chat. It was amazing, okay? It was amazing. Follow your dreams at this time. Follow your dreams. I feel good. I slept in a little bit later. I usually wake up at like 5 a.m., but I ended up getting up at 8. All right, but I noticed how, you know, the energy is different. All right, when you get the good amount of sleep, your energy is just so much different in the morning. So anyway, let me make sure my sound is good. All right, we're good. We're gonna tap into some energy. I guess I could pull something from this inner world right quick. Give me some energy for the collective on this beautiful, beautiful Monday. I'm sending you guys a lot of love and care on your beautiful Monday. Okay, I see chores. Make sure you are, let me actually, why am I peeking over here? Let me peek over here. I seen chores peeking out. So make sure you are doing the things that you need to do. I just see this week you're going to be working hard, okay? Getting things done that you've been procrastinating on, all right? This week coming up, Monday until the end of the week. I just see you getting things done that you have been procrastinating on. You could definitely be taking a vacation here pretty soon, experiencing something new. This vacation could take place near an ocean, okay? Ocean views. Okay, I see that out here. However, right now, this week, I see you getting a lot of things done. Chores is you getting things done. Things that you know, have to do. Things that you have been, you know, procrastinating on. I know I just said that again. I just, you know, want to say it again and again. So anyway, let's tap into it. Give me some energy for the collective. Got a little headache. I do. All right, that took a while. It says pets, new veterinarians, personality. Okay. Snowball skiing, adventure. I do see an adventure taking place. Vacations, trips, getting something off your chest. Somebody could definitely be getting something off their chest. This week. All right, this could be you or someone else coming towards you, getting something off of their chest, okay? Opening up a line of communication with you. Are you opening up a line of communication with somebody else? Say you have somebody blocked, you unblock them, or somebody has you blocked, they unblock you and conversate with you, or this could just be an energetic block. I do see hate out here, thing, activity, places. Okay, so there could be, you know, you could be going somewhere and it reminds you of a time where something wasn't so pleasant in your life. Okay, we will get deeper into this. I do see hate out here. Anyway. I had a conversation earlier. They were talking about how, I don't know, how such and such wasn't so flashy as everybody else. Someone's doing things differently. It's like damned if I do, damned if I don't. So definitely live for yourself at this time, okay? Because you can't please everybody, all right? But you can try your bestest to please yourself at this time, all right? I don't feel like you want to please everybody else, all right? But there could be definitely chatter about, you know, that situation, okay? Damned if I do, damned if I don't, okay? It's like to come as you are, but then you come as you are, and that's not accepted, okay? Whatever. I see you focusing on your body this week. You may be in the mirror a lot this week, focusing on your body, focusing on your health. You may be, you know, trying some type of new routine when it comes to working out or just, you know, eating different. You may, I don't know, vitamins. Give me some. Doing things for yourself, even though someone else can do them. You just taking the initiative to do it for yourself. 11:11 on the clock right now. You taking the initiative to do it for yourself. Okay, DIY, okay? You may be trying to save a little bit at this time. Or you may be calling to save a little bit. If you can do it, do it yourself, then do it yourself. Okay, also I'm picking up on cooking as well. This week I see you, if you are someone who orders out a lot or goes out a lot, I see you, you know, cooking for yourself, or there's a need for you to cook for yourself. Okay. Okay, it says grounded presence. I'm focusing on this lady's body as well. Okay. Confident, authentic presence. Okay, so you're very confident. Okay. And your body looks really good. Okay, very contoured as well. I don't know if you're trying to, you know, do some body contouring. But I do see you're radiating with confidence at this time. It's giving like the center of attention. Okay, so you know when you are the center of attention, there will be people who pick you apart at this time. Don't allow that to, you know, change the way you feel about yourself. Don't allow someone else's opinion to change the way you feel and the way you view yourself at this time. You look amazing, okay? Yeah, you look amazing. There could be something that's going to shock you in the next 3 days, okay? Something shocking, a shocking revelation taking place in the next 3 days for you, all right? But I do see you accepting whatever this shocking thing is. You may shock yourself, all right? And you know what's crazy? I've been touching folks and I've been getting shocked lately, okay? So that could be significant. Poised presence. Someone does want to take you out on a date, all right? Someone does want to take you out on a date. Someone may have a dog. You may have a dog. I see an adventure taking place, okay? Be mindful, though, when it comes to your purses. If you are a woman, be mindful, or man or woman, if you carry a purse, book bag, whatever it is, I do see pickpocketing, all right? So be mindful. Keep your things close to you because I do see pickpocketing taking place. Let's see, long-term success happening for you, rewards, harvest, planning ahead. Make sure you are planning ahead at this time, okay? See somebody looking at their reflection, okay? Sirens, I see, so that's an emergency, Someone looking at their reflections. Every time, when I think about this card, though, I think about, you know, these are holes in the ground, okay? I don't want to, I mean, it is what it is, but, this breathes cold cases to me, okay? Though I don't want to really pick up on this, I must speak about it. I'm going to briefly speak about it, okay? In this energy, I see some investigator trying to investigating a couple of cold cases. All right. I do see in this energy that somebody may be pulling up someone's grave, all right, to, you know, re-examine a body, re-examine something, because I feel like the cause of death wasn't really the cause of death in this situation. So this person is pulling, so there's two bodies that are being pulled up, and they are going to re-examine these bodies, all right. I do want to say that, okay. Because somebody is really giving in this situation. Bless you, baby. In this situation, bless you, baby. What? In this situation, I don't know if somebody got fired and somebody else, this is a new person that works here that, you know, is looking back into some type of paperwork, looking back into some type of files and seeing an error. All right, take it as it resonates. All right, we don't have to, we can equate this to something else as well. We don't have to just specifically put this on, you know, cold cases of death. We could also put it on something that has to do with you. If you're waiting on something and you're waiting on some paperwork to be approved, or you sent some paperwork in and it wasn't approved, somebody else looking into something and seeing why it wasn't approved, okay, and telling you why it wasn't approved so you can fix some type of error, and then it become approved, and then it be able to be pushed through the system. So that's good news in that situation. One second. All right, so that's good news in that situation. All right, but I do see somebody, you know, I'm also thinking of Mormons as well. So somebody could be a Mormon. All right. Somebody could have left the Mormon society or left some type of cult and came up deceased, leaving a cult and came up deceased, and they're trying to figure some things out. If I do say so myself, I don't know why I said that like that, but if I do say so myself, when it comes to this, you know, cold case, I feel like, you know, they were trying to blame it on some people. So the Mormons leaving their neighborhood, leaving their society, and going out into the world, okay? And, you know, so them blaming whatever they went out to, blaming them for this, you know, whatever happened to these people. But I feel like it wasn't them who did it. I feel like it was people from their own society, from their own neighborhood, who had a part in whatever took place in this situation. Because I see something took place in this situation. And they were just definitely trying to blame it on something different. Okay, they were trying to blame it on, you know, these people leaving their home, and oh, they left their home and then something bad happened to them. But that's not truly what happened. They left their home and these people wanted them to come back home, and they didn't want to come back home, and then they initiated something bad happening to these people. So they ended up getting buried, and someone's looking back into the case saying, hey, hold up, wait a minute, that ain't what happened. Something is fishy, something is funny, because whatever took place after this situation happened, whatever receipts that took place after this situation happened, that has this person looking like, wait a minute, I don't think that's what happened. I don't think that these people left this Mormon society and went out into, you know, our world and they were harmed. I don't think that's what happened. I feel like they didn't want to come back to their world. So the people from their world, from their society, in order to bring them back, they harmed them. Okay. Yeah, they wanted them to come back and they didn't want to come back, so they harmed them. Is really what it's given. Okay, so that is being brought up. Somebody is getting justice. Two people are getting justice. These people could have been in a relationship. These people could have, you know, there could be a man who left his Mormon society and went out into our world and met a lady, okay? But somebody from this Mormon society wanted this man to come back home, and he didn't want to come back home because he fell in love, all right? So within falling in love, he couldn't bring her back. Apparently, he couldn't bring her back because he would have been okay he would have been okay if he could bring her back to the society. But he couldn't bring her back to the society because they said she couldn't come back. They was like, either you come back on your own or we're going to force you to come back. Okay? So by force, they did something to this lady and they did something to this man. Okay? And it definitely could have happened inside on a mountain. Okay? On some type of mountain. And the only thing that was left was this dog. Okay? And the dog, yeah, the only thing that was left is this dog. And that could have been her dog. This could be like one of those dogs. What are those dogs? What are those dogs? Those dogs that people, hold up. What kind of dog? You know, the dogs that people have, you know, that could take inside of the airports and all that shit. I don't know why I'm having brain farts, but the dogs that people have that they could take inside the airports and things like that, they could have been really, wow, I don't know what's going on. This is a crazy reading, okay? But it's definitely giving cold case, and I'm going to read it because it's here. So there must be somebody that needs to know something, okay? Because she was a target as well when it came to this situation. She was a target. They may have seen some videos of her online. She could have had an OnlyFans or something like that. She could have been posted up on some type of site where she wasn't fully nude, but she was, you know, showing her body. All right, of course, being this man being a part of this Mormon society, they got wind of who he was dating. All right, which was this lady. Okay, and they wanted him to come home, leave the lady, but again, he fell in love with the lady, okay? And again, I think the lady had a dog. I don't think that was his dog. And maybe his father was involved in the situation, but I do see a male out here that was involved in the situation. Look at pets. Okay, so there could have definitely been some type of tracker within this dog, okay? Oh, that's what I'm picking up. So there's a tracker within the dog, all right? So they're saying, so these people's bodies, right? I know she's passed away, but I don't know if he passed away, right? At first I felt like he passed away, but this was her dog, okay? And there was like some type of tracker inside of the dog. And I don't know if they're able to see that the dog was in such and such location, because when these people were in the mountains, the dog was in the mountains with these people. Okay. However, she was a target because they wanted their son to come home, but he fell in love with an OnlyFans model or some type of lady, you know, who posts up on the internet and gets paid for exposing herself on the internet. Okay. Again, she doesn't expose herself, so they hated her. Like the audacity of you to leave this home and embarrass us like that. You're out here embarrassing us. You're out here falling in love, trying to marry this OnlyFans model. You out here falling in love, trying to marry somebody who, you know, is half naked, and you're making our family look bad. You're making our family name look bad. Leave this lady and we won't disown you. Leave this lady. If you don't leave this lady, then we're going to have to take matters into our own hands. So they gave him a choice to either leave her and come back home, but he chose to stay there because he was in love. All right, so he stayed in the situation. Give me some more, Spirit. Beneath the surface. That's what I'm saying. Beneath the surface. So this people is like, it's like they are pulling up. I don't know if they're going back within this case. This man always looks like a detective to me, but they're pulling this case back up because it just doesn't make any sense. Okay, if I do see two holes right here, so both of these two people could be deceased, or just this woman could be deceased. All right, and it's all because of, you know, embarrassment. The family was embarrassed by the partner that he chose. Okay, they wanted him to go out into the world and come back home. He went out into the world and he fell in love, and he wanted to stay out into that society. He didn't want to go back to the Mormon community, so he, you know, fell in love with a, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't like that. They didn't. So anyway. Yeah, so they bringing the case back up. I feel like his father has something to do with it. Okay, because he was angry. He was like, well, shit, we gonna disown you, and if we disown you, then that means you're dead to me, so I don't care what happens to you. All right, you gonna choose this person? This lady could definitely have a scar on her stomach. by her, like right above her belly button. She could have like some type of scar, okay? But you're gonna choose this lady and not choose your family? Huh? You gonna choose this lady that you just met and not choose your family? Somebody, this lady could have had like red hair, orange hair, or something like that. Like, what is you talking about? You gonna choose this lady over us? All right, I see hate out here in pets. Again, they could definitely, if this pet is still alive, they could definitely be tracking the GPS of the pet using whatever chip, because this pet had a chip in it. Hi, how are you doing? Her pet had a chip. Okay, and I don't really know anything about chips. Okay, well, yeah, I do. I know that they put chips inside of people so they can track them. All right, so the location, when they pull up the chip inside of this dog, the location leads to some mountain area. However, I feel like this lady's body wasn't found in the mountains. It was found somewhere else. So why was this dog in the mountains? And you know what I'm saying? So they're looking at the mountains and they're like, okay, well, something had to have happened there. And then they're transported these people or transported this woman somewhere else. Okay, so anyway, let me continue before I go. Cold cases. Cold cases. Okay, cold cases. Y'all better run me my money, run me my money. All right, I'm not about to be, listen, I'm not about to be doing these cases for y'all and y'all not paying me. All right, I need to get paid too. I've been telling you this for a couple of years now because I've been back on the cold cases for a couple of days. So I'm already knowing what time it is. So y'all might as well give me my money, okay? And I got you. I'll work with you. It don't even matter. Just pay me good and I got you. We can go ahead and partner up and take down these fools. Because there's a lot of people out here, you know, a lot of cold cases out here. People wondering where their family went. Wondering what happened to their family member. Okay, a lot of people. Shit happen every day. Hours out of the day, multiple hours out of the day, there are cold cases happening, okay? People not knowing what happened to their family, okay? Not knowing. And leaving the cases on the shelf, and it takes, what, 20 years to go back to the case, all right? Because people are so fucking lazy, and they don't want to work, okay? They want to go patrol the streets, and, you know, anyway, we're not going to get there. Just run me my money. That's all I'm saying. Run me my money. And I got you. Give me some more energy. Whoever. 10 of Wands. Yes, her body was packed. Her body was packed somewhere else. 10 of Wands. This is somebody packing, moving something. Moving a heavy load. Her body was packed. Her body was moved to a different location. So yes, she, her life was, allegedly, her life was taken in the mountains. However, her body was, when she was already gone when she was in the mountains. Okay, when she was in the mountains, she was gone. Her body was freaking moved from that area, all right, and put somewhere else. What are you doing, baby? And put somewhere else, okay? I do want to know, is this man still alive, Spirit? Is this man still alive? Or is he hiding a secret? Okay, is this man still alive, Spirit? Oh, what I want to know. Is this man... Oh, the Page of Wands came out, so he is still alive. And he's hiding a secret. That's crazy. Stop freaking playing with me. The Nine of Swords. This lady haunting his ass. This lady is haunting him at night. This lady is haunting him. Because he loved her. He loved her. So the family is like, I told you to come home on your own, but you wanted to stay. So now I gotta, because you're embarrassing the family, is really what it is. You are embarrassing the family, okay? You're embarrassing the family. I'm trying to see something. Give me a little bit more on this lady, Spirit, before I go, all right? Yeah, so he walked away, okay? He walked away. But something about her dog is significant. I'm telling you, her dog had a chip inside of him. I don't know if the dog is passed away or what, but I know the dog had a chip in him. Somebody is really apologetic. Somebody is sorry for not, because somebody looked at this woman as their soulmate. So somebody is sorry that they did not protect this woman. But it's too late to apologize. Yeah, I'm holding down your own, got me 6 feet. I'm hearing what you say, but I just, what's the song? Tell me that you're sorry, then you go and break me down. It's too late to apologize. Too late. Yeah, it is, man. It is. Shit. It took 9 years, so this could have happened 9 years ago. It took you 9 years to speak up, so now this person wants to speak up and tell the truth. All right? Took you 9 years? Man, okay, let me chill. I'm just saying. Now you sorry? Huh? Not saying he did it. He didn't do it. However, he didn't speak up. Yeah, he could have definitely been scared. But he didn't speak up about what happened to her. All right, so the dog could definitely be deceased. Damn, where my earring go? Hello. Give me something. Yeah, boundaries. Okay, so yeah, her body was moved. Boundaries. That's a long ass wall. That's a long travel. Okay? So her body was moved. So what, they went on a hike. They went on some type of hike, some type of trail. But I want to know if he knew. What I want to know is, did he know what was going to take place on this trail? Had he already known what was going to take place on this? Oh, damn. Had he already known what was going to take place on this trail? Because if he already knew what was going to take place on this trail, then that means he set her up. Even though he loved her, that means he set her up if he already knew what the hell was going to go on. Tell me, Spirit. Tell me before I go there. Tell me before I don't make me go there. Did he already know what was going to happen? Before he took her on this trail, Spirit, did he already know? Whoa. Did he already know? But so did Give me another card. Did he already know? Maybe he felt like, okay, so I feel like he knew, but maybe he felt like his people wasn't serious. Maybe he felt like the threats were not serious, okay? For swords, because it's like somebody threatening you and then you not thinking nothing of it. You're like, okay, whatever. You ain't about to do shit. You threatening me, but you really ain't about that life. You really ain't about to do shit. All right, but this person's family, specifically father, was very upset that he chose to commit to somebody who be butt naked on, on the internet, who, she may have been a stripper, but I do see her body, was out there. So she just, she may have taken racy photos and things like that. So he definitely got threatened. These people, his father, somebody in his family definitely threatened him that if he was to pursue this relationship, then they were going to do this. All right. And this could have happened like 4 hours before they went on before they went on this hike, before they went on this trail walk. I feel like 4 hours before that took place, he was contacted by his father or by some person. All right, in his family, in the cult, let's call it a cult, in the Mormon society, he was contacted by someone telling him, if you do such and such, or if you go such and such, we are going to do such and such to you and her. However, him and her, they still go on the walk. So he may have got contacted by this Mormon society at like 4 a.m. They may have contacted him at about 4 a.m. and told him, like, if you continue to be with that girl, then we gonna do something. You feel me? We gonna take matters into our own hands. We're giving you a choice right now to step out, to step away from this woman. We're giving you a choice. You're embarrassing us, you know, and it's not okay. All right, we done took care of you. We done did all this shit for you, and you out here embarrassing us with this woman. All right, so 4 a.m. he gets a call like, hey, if you don't walk away from that lady, we gonna do this, that, and the third. So then he like, whatever, y'all ain't gotta do shit. All right, so what, 4 o'clock, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock, they leave. So 10 a.m., they end up leaving to go on this trail. All right, so yeah, 10 a.m. Give me another hour so I can figure out around what time she was deceased. Let me see. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me one more card so I can see. So they left at 10 a.m. He received the call at 4 a.m. He received the conversation at 4 a.m. Hold up, wait a minute. He received the call. All right, let me continue. Because I want to say he received the call at 4 a.m., but then I'm picking up on 9 as well. So there could have been something that took place at 9 p.m. the previous day. And then 4 a.m., he was contacted by these people and telling him he better not go through with this. I don't know if he was trying to propose to this lady while he was on this trail, okay? But he still was like, you know what? I'm not listening to you guys. I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. I love this lady, da-da-da-da-da. All right, you ain't never got to see me again, all right? You disowning me because of who I choose to love, then you ain't never got to see me again. But it wasn't just that easy, and he should have known that it wasn't going to be that easy, that they wasn't just going to be getting disrespected. And you know what I'm saying? He know the history of his family. All right, so 4 a.m., he receives the call. 10 a.m., they're in the car going to this trail to go walk on this trail, which leads upper elevation. All right, so then what happens between the hours of 10 a.m. and what? When does she, between the hours of 10 a.m. and what? So I can go. I gotta go. 10 a.m. and what, Spirit? 10 a.m. and what? Give me some times. I need timestamps. 10 and 10? 10 and 10? 10 a.m. and 10. So about 10 o'clock, these people were celebrating. So his family is celebrating at 10 o'clock. So there was some type of, I don't know if the celebration ended at 10 p.m., but I do see a celebration. So they leave 10 a.m. to go to to go on this hike. They leave at 10 a.m. and then I see 10 again. All right, so from the hours of 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. is when this lady lost her life. Give me one more card. Let's try to narrow it down a little bit more. I'm trying to narrow the timing down a little bit more. Let's narrow this time down a little bit more. Come on, let's try to narrow it down a little bit more. All right. I see a lot of 10s out here. Because okay, so yeah. So I told you, like, wherever the body was left. So they was packing that body. Somebody was packing that body. I'm about to see who was. Hey. Okay, I gotta hurry up. Folks is tripping. Let's narrow this time down a little bit more, Spirit. Let's narrow this down a little bit more. Let's narrow it down a little bit more. Shit. 12. All right, 12 p.m. 12 p.m. 12 fucking p.m. So 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. All right, and by 10 p.m. they was having a party. All right, so this lady lost her life within 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Okay? And then by 10 a.m. they were having a freaking party. These motherfuckers was having a party. Emperor energy, yeah. And it's all because of the father. The father of this man has something to do with this situation. All right? It was the father. He having a party. That's crazy. So what happened to the son, y'all? Hello, what's up, Jesse? What's up, D7 son? Hey, I ain't seen you in a minute, D7 son. I ain't seen you in a hot minute. Wait. So, the King of Cups. I'm thinking about March. So this person could be about to speak up. You was here throughout? Okay, period. So I'm thinking, all right, so the king of cups, when I think of the King of Cups, I think of water sign. All right, but right now I'm focused on Pisces. Okay, so this person, hold up. Yeah, hold up right quick. All right, so I'm thinking about Pisces. So again, I said this man been holding on to this for like 9 freaking years. Been holding on to the fact that their father had something to do with this woman that they were about to marry. Had something to do with them, with her disappearance or whatever. He been holding on to this for a long time. I feel like this month he is about to like crack, okay, because I see the Page of Wands out here. That's somebody wanting to speak up. All right, this man is feeling haunted by whatever the activities that took place, the hate, the envy, you know, that took place within the relationship of somebody who he loved. All right, well, the family felt embarrassed again. They didn't want her to be married into, you know, their family, okay, because they have a name for their self. And to have somebody who shows their body for money, to have them in the family and have their only son, bring this person home and marry this person, that was a problem for this father. So he took matters into his own hands. He gave the son a choice whether or not to, you know, leave this woman on his own, or he was going to forcefully make them have to depart. And that's what he did, because the man wasn't leaving. He did not take his father seriously. So when he did get contacted at 4 a.m., he just was like, whatever, ain't shit gonna happen. Then again, by 10 a.m., he was him and her and their dog, or her dog, was headed to this to the mountains or to a trail. All right, he planned on proposing to her on the mountain, on the trail. All right. However, 12 p.m., her life was taken. Around 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., her life was taken. And then again, a party was happening. By 10 p.m. that night, they was having a fucking party. They was having a fucking party. Celebrating his father. Okay? So anyway, let's close this out. Anything else? High priestess. High priestess, of course. What you mean? Of course. What are you talking about? Let's close this out. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, let me pull one of these. All right, and again, when they found... Hold up right quick. So again, when they found her body had been moved. All right. Yeah. Her body had been moved. And the reason why they know her body had been moved, the reason why they're bringing this case back up, is because this dog had a chip inside of him. All right. She had a chip inside of her dog. So they're looking at the location where this dog was around a time where she possibly lost her life. All right, and they see that they were in the mountains. Of course, he knows what happened. The man knows what happened, but he wasn't gonna say nothing. He's scared. He didn't know his daddy was really gonna fucking do that. He didn't know his daddy was really about that life. He didn't know that. He thought he was pump faking. All right, but he's about to breaking point. All right, he's about to break and go ahead and tell what took place. All right, it's been 9 years since this shit happened. Okay, this shit could have took place. It could have took place in June. 9 years ago. It could have been almost 10 years ago that this shit happened, and it could have happened in June. I know it was hot outside because of the clothes that they have on. It is hot, but I don't know because he got pants on and he got a long sleeve shirt, but his sleeves are rolled up in there. But she has a dress on. It looks hot outside. It does. So this could have definitely took place in June, like yeah, like 9, almost 10 years ago, where this person did this to this lady. However, again, her body was not in the location of where the crime took place. It was moved. Okay. I see boundaries out here. That's what tells me that her body was moved. And again, he's about to break. He's about to have a breaking point. Okay, he's about to, yeah. Because, I don't know, he's just looking for a second chance. He's scared, though. He's scared of his father. He's scared. The man, he's an old man. He's older than what he was. You know what I'm saying? But he is scared of how his father's going to react. All right? And this is all because he didn't want to come home. All right? Had he came home, this lady may have still had her life. She may still be living today. Shabazz, you the one that ain't got no job. I get paid. Matter of fact, I just got paid. Okay? You the one that ain't got no job, dummy. You the one keep coming on my shit. The fuck? You think I on here and I don't get paid? You crazy. Get paid, get paid. All right, continuing on. Motherfuckers is clowns. Get out of my chat, bum. I don't even want your bum ass in my chat. All right? Because I keep you in my chat, I may not get paid. All right? I keep you in my chat, I may not get paid. Let me get your bum ass out my chat. Because you ain't got no money. You done came up in here so many times and you ain't got no money. You don't like my live. You don't do shit. You just talk shit with your bum ass. Get your broke ass on and find you a job or find you a craft. Find you something to do. I'm pretty sure you're crafty at something. Get your bum ass. Broke ass motherfucker. Shit. The fuck out my chat. Bye. Broke ass. There you go. Anyway, let me continue. Oh. I forgot what I said. Damn. All right, let me continue. Get paid, honey, get paid. I sure did, y'all. I sure did. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to YouTube. And shout out to y'all that be looking out and showing love. I appreciate y'all. Okay, I appreciate y'all. For real. All right? Seriously. Seriously. Let's, what's this pain? Yeah. I don't know. This lady could have been pregnant, y'all. Because I see the Empress out here. Somebody could have been pregnant. Shit. Was this lady pregnant, Spirit? Damn. Somebody could have been pregnant. Bless you, baby. Bless you, baby. Damn. I cut the deck to the Queen of Swords. Damn. This lady could have been pregnant, y'all. Was this lady pregnant? She was pregnant. So this motherfucker took 2 lives. That's fucked up. I don't even know if this man knows she was pregnant. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't know. That sucks. No, he did not know. Queen of the High Priestess, he didn't know that she was pregnant. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. That's messed up. Anyway, this lady, this is like a cold case. This lady is getting justice for what happened, even though she is deceased. All right, even though she is deceased, she will be getting justice for what took place. All right, baby. Okay, so of course this lady had a family, you know what I'm saying, that wondered where she was, wondered what happened to her. So of course they may have you know, had their suspicions when it comes to him and his family. However, I don't know. I just think it's crazy because people do all this shit, okay, and then they grow old, and then they try to, you know, die. They want to die in peace and shit like that. But what about all the people that you put in pieces? Okay? You have to answer for that. You have to answer for the people that you put in pieces. For the people who wonder where their family members went and this person had something to do with what took place with these people's families. And then on top of that, this man has more kids and shit like that. And that's just in general. People taking people's lives and then they have kids and they feel like they're not going to have to suffer the consequences. Well, somebody's going to have to suffer the consequences for what you did. All right? Somebody is. Okay. Yeah, somebody's going to have to suffer the consequences. Even if you felt like you got away, all right, and you old now, and oh no, they're not gonna find out that I took all these people's lives in my youth when I was, you know, rowdy, when I was running the streets doing all this crazy shit. They're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm good, the coast is clear. No, just when this motherfucker think the coast is clear, the coast is not clear. So justice is gonna be served in this situation. Somebody lost their life because a family didn't want to be disrespected, which the man didn't even want to be. He like, whatever, I'll be with her and I ain't gotta be around y'all. Y'all can, you know, X me out of the family, take me out of the will. I don't care. All right, but that wasn't enough. Somebody felt somebody's ego got bruised, so they took matters into their own hands. And then the crazy part about it is, after taking matters into their own hands, they literally had some type of celebration, had some type of party. All right, so that's a monster. That motherfucker's a monster. You party, you went to a party after you took somebody's life. You party. You kicked it. You ate cake and shit. I don't know if they ate cake, but I mean, when I think of party, I think about cake and icing and all that shit. So you was eating cake and icing, and you had blood on your hands. That's crazy. All right, y'all. Thank y'all.